has said that our VOCs are not coming from the Deepwater Horizon accident. Then they turned around and they told us that the crude oil and the dispersant mixed together was more toxic than the crude alone or the dispersant alone. So we're hanging out there, and we have no doctors to really come in and help us until our local states and our local government will ask for help.
So maybe we could get some doctors that would volunteer.
There are doctors down there. There has been some legislation. There has been some legislation that's been put forth. One of the senators down there tried getting a law passed.
It was the AG of Mississippi, I believe, the assistant AG, Jim Hooks, I believe his name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that got shut down.
Right.
Because the real problem is we have in Alabama, our economy rests on the tourism. You start telling tourists that the Gulf Coast is unsafe and it's poison,
they're not going to come.
They're not going to come. You're going to ruin the economy.
Exactly.
So it's a catch.
Drive from Tallahassee to Mobile, I saw at least 4 signs that said, "Eat Gulf Coast
seafood."
seafood.
Yeah.
It's safe." That's what we're seeing.
And there's plenty of proof that it's not. But
Right.
individual studies, independent studies had to be done.
Absolutely, and every time there's an independent study, Auburn just had one. The NRDC just put one out.
Yep.
Okay, the FDA and the EPA refute the independent studies. And so what we've seen is a complete symbiosis of our government and a corporation.
Exactly.
And it's got to end.
Right. Exactly.
It's got to end.
It's going to keep spreading. More and more people are going to get
Can you tell me about you mentioned earlier? This is just for the camera, but for the toxic levels that you had in your blood, you said?
Yes. I have very high levels of isooctane. I have extremely high levels of hexane. I have 3-methylpentane in my blood. I have ethylbenzene in my blood. I have in toxic heavy metals. I have cadmium. I have cesium, which is radioactive.
Wow.
I have lead levels 3 times the amount you're supposed to have. Mm-hmm. And I have, out of 20, I have 11.
Wow. And you, what was your experience with the oil? Were you a worker or were you just a Gulf Coast
No,
resident?
I'm a resident. I live there. Mm-hmm. And I like to walk on the beach. That's the reason I moved there, is I like just to walk on the beach and enjoy the beautiful paradise that we used to have there. Mm-hmm. And during the oil spill, I took pictures every day and documented what was happening because I knew this was bad. And I knew that I needed to take pictures, not just for me, but for my grandchildren, to see what happened to us. And I got sick.
You're on your leg. Can I show them that?
Sure. This is from going in Perdido Pass in Orange Beach, Alabama in October of 2010. And it's only from the knees down. And it's where the contact of the sand and the water hit my legs. And I've been to 2 dermatologists. I have been to my regular doctor, and they keep giving me steroid creams and they don't work.